Hey guys, Dadtries, and this is For the King 2. This is a turn-based strategy role-playing game, and it plays a lot like a board game. This just recently released a week ago on November 2nd, and I've been playing it ever since. I've actually fortunate enough to have a party of friends that I play with, and we've been having a really good time playing this one. It's actually taken us outside of our normal hours. We've been putting in some extra hours on this one and waking up tired. At least I know I was tired this morning because we stayed up much later than we normally do playing this one. For the King 2 is going to run you about $25. You could probably get it on sale. Actually, I picked it up on sale ahead of time. I got it for 20 bucks. I'm definitely going to get my money's worth out of this one. I know I will. I did play the first one as well. It's just called For the King. And that one plays and looks extremely similar to this one, but the big difference in the second game is that it gives you that fourth player slot. And that's really a big difference. It doesn't sound like much, but the reason why we never played is that we always have at least four of us, and we weren't about to have one person sit out because the original game only supported three players. But with the four-player capability of For the King 2, we've been having a blast. It is currently only out on PC, and it does run on the Steam Deck. It loads up okay. The game will function okay. The controls are actually pretty hard to use, especially when you're trying to select the right grid when you're in combat. It's a little bit clunky. Navigating through the menus is a little clunky. You can just tell that they definitely have some work to do when it comes to controller support. In fact, it looks like the game isn't going to release on consoles until next year, so at least a couple months until the game comes out on the consoles. And I'm just seeing, honestly, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. I don't see anything relating to the Switch at this point, which is a big shame because For the King on the Switch was one of the first games I picked up on there actually that supported couch co-op, and there's a lot of entertainment value there. It's really nice to just have to one system. You dock it, you give some kids controllers, and you watch them go and laugh at them when they die. There is currently no couch co-op in For the King 2, and I think that's a huge mistake. I'm very let down about it. But who knows? Maybe it's something they'll add later on down the road. This game did actually receive quite a bit of hate on Steam when it first launched, and rightfully so. It had quite a few issues, but the devs really did jump on it and get a lot of those things fixed right away. I do think it's a little bit weird that the original game is still selling for 20 and this one's selling for 25. There's a couple things that the original game has much more fleshed out than this one, and in a lot of ways you're getting a better game. With the first one, it just doesn't support four players, especially when you consider things like couch co-op and the fact that it has a lot less bugs. Again, the devs are working on all of the bugs. We haven't really run into anything too crazy. I think the one thing that really kind of made us scratch our head and wonder if we broke our entire game was at one point all of the enemies on the game board map just disappeared until we went to the next area. So I don't know if that's something that was supposed to happen, but it was weird. We kind of had free reign of the entire map and there was just nothing spawned around us. It was kind of neat, but also, again, we were a little terrified that our game was completely hosed. Thankfully, when we went into the next area, everything was fine.
That guy
Wait,
just
where did the
disappeared
champ? The
too.
champ just disappeared. Yo, they're so scared of us, they don't even want to fight us.
There are no more enemies on this map.
Did everyone just dip?
The user interface needs a lot of work. It really is a chore to open up your inventory. You have to kind of click off on the map somewhere on an empty spot and then hit I and your inventory will open up. There's also a really good chance that when you open your inventory, you're going to actually be looking at one of your party members' inventories, and you can't manage them if someone else is controlling that character, rightfully so. It's just kind of annoying. You have to scroll through all the inventories before you can actually manage your own. The combat grid is really cool. You can now hide behind characters that are holding a shield, so that's really nice. I was playing the healer for our party, so I spent most of my time behind our tank, which awesome. I think it's a great mechanic. but the way that they have the camera angles with no way to change or rotate it in combat really sucks. Some things are just really hard to click. It's really hard to aim shots and make sure that your AoE are hitting the squares that you would expect them to hit. I just think they need to give us the ability to rotate that camera so we can see the other side of things. That would make things so much better. And I would also like to see them change it so that I have the option to attack and then move or use my bonus actions. I want to be able to do those things. Just because I attacked first doesn't necessarily mean I'm done, but in its current state, if you attack, that's it. That's the end of your turn. You have to remember to not be too giddy about spending your attack. You want to make sure if you're going to heal, you use your God's Beard first. Or if you're going to move, you have to make sure you move before you attack, else that's the end of your turn, even if you still have points available. With all that being said, I'm still going to recommend this game at the $25 price point. If you find it on sale, absolutely grab it. It's a lot of fun. If you like the style of this game, but you really are looking for couch co-op or you want to play on a console like the Switch, then get the original game. You're really not getting a whole ton more in For the King 2. Yes, there are a couple additional features, but you're still going to have a really good time playing the original game as long as you're not trying to play with any more than 2 friends. There isn't a huge learning curve on this one. You could probably figure out all the ins and outs in just a couple hours, especially if you're playing with someone that already knows what they're doing. They can kind of explain what all the symbols and stuff are to you, and pretty much all of it carries over from the first one as well. And if you've already played the first one, do yourself a favor and skip the tutorial. It's really annoying. Otherwise, this has been probably one of my favorite game night games that I've played with my friends. It's really awesome. Want to just sit back, drink some beer, and click some buttons. It's pretty low stress, but still very engaging. So we really have had fun. And that's it for the King 2. Seriously, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If this video gave you some guidance as to what you're going to spend your hard-earned dollars on, give me a like, consider subscribing. I'm going to come out with as much useful and fruitful content as I can for you. I really enjoy making these videos. So I actually just realized today that I hit 69 subscribers, which is about 69 more subscribers than I ever thought I would get. Realistically, 50 of them are probably my mother. So if you subscribed and you're not my mom, tell me, because I'm still kind of under the impression that every new subscriber I get is just like my mom making a new account to make me feel better about myself. I really appreciate all the comments. Keep them coming. The best part about the internet is that we're all one big community, so if you have something to contribute towards this game or you just think I'm completely wrong, let me know in the comments. I love them. I'll reply to you and everything, so let me have it. Again, thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day.
Gonna try. I can't target there. Maybe right here.
That's good. Oh, he's hosed. Dodge. You whiffed it.
Yeah, you should be able to kill them both.
Wreck him. Yeah, right there.
Hmm.
Bam!